the Sox through a minefield with Senna W on top. Darius cannot afford to get hit by any of this CC. I think the rest of the team can just about get away with it. I think Brand and Corky can play with a little bit more range. And so weirdly as well, the conversation around Callista, you go back even 4 or 5 years ago. AP farming junglers are really strong because of a new item called Blackfire Torch. It gives you mana, it gives you cooldown reduction, and it gives you a flat burn as well. It means that they're very, very powerful. So Hacker losing this dragon. Oh, brother.
He lost vision. That's unfortunate for Reef, though. In the meantime, in a lot of trouble up on this top side. The bleed is plenty alongside the burn. Qingtian with first blood. Coming out from Ultra Prime. Great stuff from Qingtian specifically. You'd see 500 gold up. He's now going to proxy the next wave as well. And he's more than happy if Tarzan plays on the opposite side of the map. But hang on, it's a hook on Doggo in the route to follow up from Light. He's flashing to find that. The flick back from Xiaohu. Doggo surely goes down here. Crisp flashes for the route, and Doggo falls. Crisp low, but Niket can't really trade the damage. Great play from Weibo.
Oh, really helps out with being able to, again, space out this matchup. If you're able to get into that sweet spot, can really help. Of course, he doesn't have a teleport. He needs to be able to cancel that if Breathe runs to join the play. He really wants to as an early game Camille. Ultra Prime will watch that dragon go down, secure a little bit of vision from the bot lane crash as well. Things calming down a little bit. Ultra Prime have themselves the gold advantage. Is this a full dive? I don't think they saw Hacker on the bot side of the map.
Crisp is kind of hard to dive, but Niket is happy to tank.
I need to go back and visit them. And Breathe is getting a visit himself. He has flash, has ult. Does he have the stats though? He's level 10, so he's a level up.
Well, they're spotted, but there's 4 of them. Breathe, you gotta make some kind of miraculous
An even
outplay
fight
go
then?
on here. Let's see if the hook shot is good. The solar flare goes wide, pulled in here. Let's see, never mind, no outplay. He's just CC'd it down.
For moments you had again those visions of the past. Shipmaster outnumbered 3-1. An even fight? No, there's 4. It's not an even fight. That was not fair. The 6 grubs become the Zerg Rush. That's how maybe 4 Horde is slightly more valuable. Gonna get Weibo, sadly for them, can't even answer with 2 dragons early. We said that there are macro options by them ignoring dragons. Harder to do that when you don't get too early, because by the time the 3rd and 4th dragons come in, you don't quite always have those advantages. They have split the map, they do get themselves that top lane, while getting themselves some stuff for free. Qingtian has himself that really good item Cryo Spike of that, we've already talked about a lot of it, right? Breathe's really waiting for his second one. Feels like Ultra Prime are ready to go now. They have the 6 grubs. Don't have the best siege, but they have enough to force them off away from the defenses. They'll get themselves that one. Yokai side just so I get away with that. What a way he's going to Breathe!
No, Breathe is just gonna kill him! Breathe just kills him in half! Oh, it's a disaster! Breathe! Maybe the main character. Maybe it's him that broke his toe after all.
He had great games for Weibo, but they were not, I don't think, as consistent as we've seen from Breathe in the first 2 series that we've seen from him. Even when he's been put behind the game, he has impact. Getting 700 gold from an inner team in the last 5 minutes. It really is about how Breathe can put Weibo into a good spot.
And he's got a champion that he's known for making an impact on, and he's been found, or has Niket been found? That's the question. Solar Flare comes in on the TP. What a play from Niket. He turns it around, and it's Xiaohu to go down. The TP far too deep.
Again, this support player, a bit of real revelation for Ultra Prime. And
when it comes to basically all of the times that the players have interacted in this game, Ultra Prime are coming out on top. Breathe though, he's being a bit greedy here. Hacker's moving over, the stun lands, and that means Niket is free to finish the job. Yukai gets the kill. A beautiful little play, but again, greedy from Breathe.
2 quick plays in a row, which could seal them the game. Weibo must stop the Baron.
Why do I hear boss music for Weibo right now? I'm not sure that this is a fight that they can take. Tarzan's over the wall, and he wants to try and find a miracle snipe, but he can't even get over. Baron
things anyway. The board is set. The pieces are moving. Ultra Prime going in towards this mid lane with the whole horde of these grubs coming alongside it. They have the 6 grubs. It is so easy for them to kill turrets. Weibo might look for a flank TP, but they don't have the wards for it even then. They need to find a way to stop this. Here goes Niket.
Niket finds his angle. Fool of Italia. Throw yourself in next time and rid us of your stupidity. It's a bit of a harsh quote actually to say about a player, but Xiaohu caught there. Won't get away with his life. In the mid-in here, probably going to go down here. Qingtian, in the meantime, using the Baron to try and...
Xiaohu is going, he's going to use his ults.
It's a hell of a TP. Let's see if the Weaver's wall is good enough, but Crisp has already gone down before Xiaohu can even arrive. He's late to the party. The 3rd day's arrived, but Helm's Deep has already fallen.
There is no set of cavalry charges which will win this away, but they didn't have the TP wards. They couldn't get there in time. The 6 grubs is too much. Weibo, what have they got? Have they got a teleport for Breathe?
Wall not being enough when the bomb under the wall is what broke Helm's Deep. Dragon started by Weibo. They're going to try and rush this objective before Hacker can get here, and they do manage to deny the Drake. So a silver line.
They'll flee for now. Weibo will be safe from those ultimates.
It's looking a little bit like Frodo's visions in their mirror. I don't know what it's called. Oh, no.
Finding her own time for the next big journey and seeing if Weibo can finally break open this game. Sadly for them, Light is not on one of these carry late game champions, which has really worked. And here it goes again. Tarzan caught.
Now for Wrath, now for Ruin, and for the Red Dawn, Weibo do their final charge. But it is met under the sword. Ultra Prime cut them down where they stand. Breathe finally arriving, but it's too little too late. Crisp hooks on in. One last ditch effort, but it's not going to be enough. Decimation is the name of the game for Qingtian. He finishes the job. The towers fall. Helm's Deep has fallen. And Ultra Prime step up in Group D. Disengage on Weibo with the Brawl and the Maokai. Long-range damage. Let's see. Congo wants to round this composition out with Nautilus.
Yes,
there,
let's go.
It works so well for the Nautilus.
Dude, you know what this comp is from Ultra Prime? It's just carry at level 1, 2, 3, particularly with a Conqueror as well in a matchup like this. If you get Conqueror stacked up, your bonus stats you get at that point are absolutely disgusting. Shadows going forward, Tarzan has flash. What's it going to look like with the bomb here?
There from Yuakai, but he's flash on and taken down. Xiaohu, first blood. Wait, Hacker's chasing. Oh, wait a second. We got a Lumberjack versus a tree. This never ends well for the tree. Hacker flashed away from Tapping. We'll return to this conversation later on in the split.
It's good to have that benchmark put in all the same way, but consistently consistent, and Xiaohu very much caught to that at some points as well. Hacker not necessarily going to be massively getting ahead in farm, and sadly for him, couldn't get himself a kill in that first skirmish of the game. What can he do around bot side? Tarzan, no flash. He could be in a bit of danger if he gets CC'd.
Crisp going to be there. Xiaohu flies into the side of the plate as well, but Tarzan's just gone already. Light zoned away by Doggo. Hacker low on HP. Yuakai moving into the top side of the plate.
The passive!
Light can't get away with his life. Taken down by Doggo. Nick and tanking in the meantime with a spiraling despair. On to Xiaohu as well. This is Ultra Prime taking over. Weibo are meant to be the favorites, but they're being destroyed.
Again, Qingtian has the Barbie Center. He's just trying to clear out the wave ASAP. This is why he's got the Barbie Center. He wants the wave clear ASAP. Has flash, has ult. I think he's stuck on the tower though. Yuakai would have to teleport him for a defensive TP. Can they do that in time? They're trying to stop him from recalling. He has his passive. There'll be a Q to stop this off potentially.
Well, the shield
passive doesn't stop
Q,
it, but the
yeah,
CC
the
does.
Land's gold card comes in. He's got to do a flange, but it cannot be done on this one. Twisted advance, even to drop the aggro as well. Nice answer from Ultra Prime though, getting place in the mid lane.
Yeah. And I think Qingtian makes the right choice and says, look, I'm dead. I can teleport in with an ultimate for the next play. So what this means is I think Ultra Prime would rather fight over the grubs if at all possible. But giving over the full first turret and giving money strategically, pretty okay. And that is a very important moment, because if that Ezreal had taken it, they would have had Void Mites.
Yeah, that was about as close as they come. Like, nearly. Get it, Xiaohu dived on by Qingtian, and Doggo is here to follow up as well. Passive proc kill for Qingtian.
I think Xiaohu almost buffered out of that, but he just pressed the W a little short, and so the reaction time was on place with the mouse positioning, not quite. Weibo though, they've just flashed no ult, and there's a Braum coming for him. This is probably a flash Q or a flash auto. I'd imagine this is a dead man.
I would say so too. Gets a little bit of movement speed, is in the wave, and he's pretty tanky. That's Crisp's ultimate coming on through. Qingtian is gonna go down.
Takes a while.
Okay, it takes a little while, but yeah, in the end he falls.
Sucks. I mean, again, this is what? I can't remember the exact maths on it, but this is something that Adam, top laner for Team BDS, talked about as well, because he was kind of slated for the, he was sledged for this a little bit when he built it on the mouth stuff. I seem to remember going towards this item isn't actually as bad as it was. I can't remember the exact maths of it though, so if anyone can find some stuff on that of the actual maths, I'm going to have to correct me on that one. But still, because Malphite gets so much free armor from maxing his W, it's not as bad. Oh, that's a flash. Oh, Tarzan! No flash!
The turret! Oh god, it's a disaster. Doggo gets the kill credit as well. Bit of gold into the Kaiser's pocket. 202 on the ping. Weibo should still be able to siege this tower down. Like, it's really good damage down on this Ezreal as Breed moves in. Xiaohu's here too, but Hacker just want to let it go. Here we go, reinforcements arriving.
No!
Right between the goalposts. Xingtian, he whiffs it, but line goes down anyway. Hacker trying to chase for more at this point, and Chris will walk away.
The less said about that one, the better.
Yeah, I mean, it's still a positive play for Ultra Prime, all things considered. Cat wants to get...
Oh, the cancel!
Gets after the W. Beautifully done, Xiaohu. He knows he's going down. Just takes their tower. Nick dropping the emotes. He is feeling it. This rookie support is feeling it today.
Oh man, I think the cat, he looked at his teammates making it up to LPL before and go like, why aren't I there? I can definitely do this stuff. Fantastic cancel onto Xiaohu. He said, you know, as you said, item breakpoints really hit to Ultra Prime because they had to respond to bot side and then try to target top side as well. His mid lane open to taking, Ultra Prime open up an important section of the map. And now them with a very heavy engage pick combo can potentially use this to good effect.
Xiaohu,
close.
Ever so slightly away. And again, takes the route here, gets into the brush, and actually they've been abandoned by the team. The carry's nowhere near on this one. Nicket's going to go down first. And next on the chopping block, if they can keep these slows going. Flash from Tarzan.
How's it going?
Close the gap.
Breathe.
TP coming in from Xingtian. This could be huge. And Breathe is just going to go down. Doggo finishes the
Xingtian!
Knock up there onto Xiaohu, who just about gets away with his life. Dodges the severing bolt. But Doggo is still going strong on this one. Slow onto Crisp as Xingtian looks for more. Crisp hit by the severing bolt.
Which he had. He's already got two. He added an extra one on top. Okay, I've got 3 dragons in this series. That's my job done. We'll give it over now.
He's increased his amount of dragons this series by 150%. He was on 2
Incredible. Baron now that was top talking about that. Xingtian doesn't have teleport for another few seconds. The Malphite can't get there.
I mean, this is free. This is free. Hacker's not even going to be able to get to it, although he does have flash. Maybe the Olaf flash comes in after all. Gets the bit, but can't get the spike. Yuakai trying to protect his front line. That's Nicket to go down, but Hacker's still moving forwards here. Xingtian TP's into the play, but Hacker's just going to go down, and Weibo might just snowball this one. 2 kills for Light here. And Ultra Prime forced away, Baron taken, and 2 bonus.
Important, no flash now for Xingtian to force another fight, potentially around the Dragon coming in 2 minutes. That would be solved for Ultra Prime. They could either have looked to shut down the Baron push with a big engage like that, or they could have looked to fight for the Dragon just after and try and get themselves Hextech Soul. I think that Soul could end up being a game-winning advantage if they can claw it back. They're going to have to do it from a gold deck.
How Doggo can influence things here as well. Obviously, it's going to be difficult during these sieges, but if a good engage can come on through, Doggo full AD on the Kaiser here. 3 items he needs to be the carry, and this could be the opportunity. Line forced over the wall, Crisp left all over. Yuakai's gone down in the meantime. The rest of the team has fallen apart, and Xiaohu jumps back into the base. Doggo falls to Light. That's probably game. That's going to be an ace for Weibo. Out of nowhere, they get Baron, and they flip it into a game win. Light with a triple kill. My God, how the hell have they pulled this one out?
They pulled that one out of their last bag of tricks. But what do we say, Weibo? You just can't tell how this team will turn up in a game. Apparently even just on 1 game in the Rift 2, losing up until they won, they clutched out game 2.
They've managed to do it again. We're going to 3 games. Ultra Prime fall as Weibo take us even here in Shanghai. I don't think on an MSI where you can really take over a game, but also if you're not that good at bait, it's very easy to look real bad coming out with a pick like this. Breathe certainly has the hands for it. Let's see how he performs.
The thing is, also a lot of the dashes, a lot of the engage coming through from this team from Ultra Prime kind of locks you in place for a little bit. It's quite telegraphed. You can very much condemn away an Alistar if you don't play things well. With Dion, it can be a little harder because you can't stop the little knock-up coming with the dash forwards too from that Q3. Still lots of tanks to rack up huge damage with. Tarzan is here not for the melee synergy. He's there to just pin down a target so they can get blasted out. Huge value now from this Alistar to make sure that they can hold the door closed. Make sure that Weibo don't just start running rampant in terms of DPS checking.
I mean, it's a huge amount of pressure on Nicket's shoulders, the new guy on the squad, the rookie moving in for Ultra Prime. He's looked decent in this series. Let's see if he can continue that on the Alistar pick. Breathes Vayne as well. He's played it twice in his career, won both of those games. He's got the angle, he's got the draft for it, he's got Cassante up against him in lane. Let's see if he can leverage that advantage. It's time to get into Game 3, and Fearless Draft delivers once again. We've got a Yone, we've got a Draven, we've got a Vayne top. This is carries galore between Ultra Prime and Weibo. And honestly, I am hoping for a high-octane game here. It's not Weibo's tendency, but I reckon with these drafts, it is their destiny.
And we are getting ourselves set up for a level 1. Now, of course, when you have something like a Vayne in your top lane, yes, you don't want to have that laning into your Cassandra.
So, you were saying?
Yeah, I was sat there like, oh yeah, Xiao's. But the level 1 is really important there because it's ranged versus melee, and that's why I really felt the need to speak about that one. Often you will see that a lot of teams will drop a ward into the top lane bushes to make sure that Vayne can't stand on the bush closest to you, walk beyond the wave, auto-attack you, drop back into bush to drop minion aggro, and then just bully you out. Of course, suppress the attack being very strong AD carry rune right now, and Vayne being a very good user of it. You can't allow a good level 1 for this champion. In fact, Breathe was so scared of a lane swap being shown through that he was hovering around that red buff so he could quickly get to the other side of the map if you needed to, and instead will now go back towards top lane, but it has allowed Qingtian an entrance in onto the wave at level 1, so that's still something in that matchup which can be really hard for the Cassandra.
Yeah, honestly, like, MSI we saw a bunch of Vayne top, but lane swaps kind of ruined it. This is Breed getting Vayne top versus Cassandra in isolation during the laning phase. You can already see how painful this is. Just level 1. This isn't even with the true damage online.
So
it doesn't get easier.
You can get that level 2 off this wave. Honestly, it should be worse from level 1, so this is actually better than it is, and it already looks pretty bad. See that Breed tanked up the wave a little bit there at the level 1. There was a chance that Qingtian could potentially look through for a Q3, didn't quite manage to keep Breed in the wave long enough to use his safe distance, and Breed as an individual laner, showcasing once again how good this guy is, what we were expecting for him on Weibo. Feels like Weibo really had a good pickup from him in that top lane, even if the team still maintains that inconsistent moniker.
So we'll see how this one's going to go now. I'm cautiously excited with the Vayne top, with the Draven in the bot, and also UOI on the Cassandra, on the Yone. I do feel like there's potential for a big game here. The thing is,
there's going to be a condemn. Going to be a condemn.
Oh, he got it.
So that's what I was saying.
He got it.
Oh, okay. Because you could see that Qingtian wasn't positioning next to the tower because he's like, oh, I don't want to get condemned into the tower and get the double damage from and everything like that. Breed just hopping in and out of tower range. While he's getting the XP, he ain't getting much of this gold, folks.
This is just so painful to watch. I'm surprised Breed didn't start Cult, to be honest, but maybe afraid of the lane swap. Felt like he needed the health. Hacker moving into this bottom side, he'll be able to grab that Scuttle Crab. It's even in the jungle so far. Neither jungler getting any cheeky pathing off or anything like that, so it's just going to be a standard clear. On either side, 1 crab apiece. Yuokai gets a nice little trade against Shahu, although Shahu trading it back pretty efficiently. Oh no, Chris!
Oh, he cancels it!
Nicker gets the combo! Ignite down! Nicker first blood!
This guy! I mean, we've seen a couple of champions do wall runs, a couple of players pilot on. Okay, Tarzan going top side, looking for a dive. If they can get a kill here, this is really bad.
Minions. If TP coming on through, stun doesn't quite land onto Breathe. Ghost for Ghost in the top side, and Breathe will walk away with his life. TP forced from Yuokai, which will mean Shahu can push that wave, deny some minions mid.
And this is one of the junglers. Every time you fail a play like that, you're letting them get another side of the jungle, but he's going to go right into Hack now, forcing a flash potentially, gets himself a W.
I mean, Sichuan, he loves these 1v1s. Hack is just going to get solo killed by Tarzan.
Instead in mid game, which is obviously a big part of how you play mid game. So we're getting these too early, gives Ultra Prime some options. The problem is, I do still feel like Breathe is not always about that, it's about keeping down. I'm worried about this Draven. If they get a kill now, I think that conversation turns a bit more Ultra Prime favored. But around this Herald, we need to see the ult misses from Tarzan.
And it's a Herald taken by Hacker. Satchel charge, but it won't matter. Oh, hang on a second. Xiaohu's been found by Qingtian. The all-out comes on through. Flash used, but Ghost in play for Qingtian. He's trying to chase him down. Oh, wait a second. The Requiem comes down, and Xiaohu falls.
Engage coming in from Yuokai, maybe. They don't have that many ways to hit towers. It's one of the weaknesses of Ultra Prime's composition. The Cats.
Combo Bowen's Tarzan here. Chris playing to try and
Doggo.
block for his jungle, but Doggo's on the flank as a Draven. Doesn't get the cash in though. Kill went over to Hacker. Yukai trying to follow up for more, but he's stood against the wall. Bomb across 3 people, but the damage just isn't here for Weibo. Xiaohu arrives behind the play, and he's tearing through the health bars. Suddenly it all flips on its head as Xiaohu saves the day. Big 1-on-2. Hacker nowhere to go. Drops Herald. Wait, he's going to try and ride
He
Herald.
wanted to use the ward.
Climb aboard, ladies and gentlemen. But he's going to hit the wall, surely. No!
He gets the
time! Hacker, you lunatic! 2 HP in a dream! Hacker thumbs up and walks away!
Still, big mistake from Ultra Prime to not give the kill over to Doggo. He has over 400 stacks. That would have been the gold they needed. I think that was just a bit of a... See, he does have a... This is a late setup for them.
2K on the Dragon. I believe it's going to go to Ultra Prime here. It's actually Doggo that gets it. Hit by the ultimate, but cleanses immediately. Crisp the target.
The cash in!
1,000 gold into the pockets of Doggo. And a Requiem flies across the team as well. That should be enough to dissuade a fight for Weibo. They want a bit more. Bomb on in. Qingtian on the front line. Dashes to safety. Yukai the next target. Breathe wants a bit of the action. Yukai still has flash. I think he's fine on this one. But Breathe wants to prove me wrong. Trying to get under the tower. 6 autos and Yukai's almost dead.
Now, the question is, can they wave play this turret? Because if you lose mid lane turret, then it is a loss. That's going to be the Hex Flash back under turret. Yukai, you need to recall. It goes on to the walls, rather. But I think with him taking such a long time to recall, this will be mid tower potentially falling. Doggo has Bloodthirst, so you can heal it pretty well, but they can't defend the turret. So, Weibo, lose Dragon, like Draven in this kind of game, but they basically walk up and they stat check you with lifesteal and pre-ID, which he has a ton of. Right, that's a cast assault. They're going. Were they just using that to stop Xiaohu from backing? Miket sees it, gets this. There's a kill onto Breathe on the other side of the map.
Wow, okay, I guess that was an...
AD champions instead of like the AP mages, which was a big holdback for a lot of these things. Yukai's going to pop back himself the make sure he gets the local gold on that tower as well, which he will do. And this is going to open up the map a little bit.
This is a 4v5, but they do it so damn fast.
It's what happens to the game too!
Miket trying to body block for his team. He's the bouncer, denying entry. Tarzan used the ultimate just onto Niket, but he's punked it away, and Qingtian knocks him off. The damage is there, though. Requiem now across the team. Yukai gets swarmed. It's 1-4 so far, but the health bar's alone for Ultra Prime. It's double for Breathe, as they look for a little bit more as well. Breathe trying to close the gap here. Ultra Prime, empowered recalls. They might be able to get away with this one if they play it right, but they need to find space here.
Doggo's getting Bloodthirster.
Yukai trying to get a good trade. Is in the meantime, Hacker's just taking crooks. He's just getting bonus farm at this point. Doggo still full HP, and he's got so much damage to work with. They've got to play it perfectly. It's a 4v3. Crisp can't get in because he's so jumped. Doggo dodges the knockback and Breathe goes down. No, he doesn't. Into the push. He survives somehow, and so did Tarzan. Now being chased onto the other side of the map. What is this play? This is absurd.
Doggo!
Flash from Doggo to finish the job. It's the dog that...
And then Baron going alongside with it. Because Weibo was so delayed in taking everything to the top side, Dragon's potentially going over too, but we might get a fight over it.
I mean, Weibo want to fight. I don't really know if they can, to be honest. Hacker's just going to be finishing the string while the rest of the team plays to deny entry. Tars on the target, Xiaohu jumped. This is going to be Soul. Ultra Prime, 2 objectives in a row. And Weibo just best, and Doggo with a snipe on the back end of the play.
What?
This is beautiful from Ultra Prime. They have been a bottom team basically since this organization came into existence, but they want to prove that they have got better, they have got the players, they have got the skill to change that story. An upset over Weibo today would be monumental for them in terms of moving forwards. And we've talked a little bit about this Group D. It is the most turbulent group.
He's been very good in this game at just being that front line and not giving Breather a winning side lane, kind of game-winning lead.
Oh, Yukai actually goes for an
all-in
2v1 with the ultimate flying in. The whirling death from Doggo a little shy, and it means he won't get the kill in the end, but Breathe went in the meantime and like the next target. Nick kept tanking as they dived the tier 2.
Hacker just gagged both sides of the map at once! He just ulted top lane, killed Vayne, and almost got Xiaohu and Light at the same time.
I mean,
Get you a
look,
jungler that can do it like Karthus.
Breed, fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on you, buddy. That's the second time that Qingtian just sets up for Hacker's ultimate, and both times it's off screen.
I think that Tarzan might just be about to kill Qingtian. They could teleport in. Xiaohu's in range. Can you get the passive down without the spell stoppable? He can. Oh, don't do this again.
He's not got all out, so I don't know if there's a big angle, but there is a TP angle
Yone.
coming out from Yuakai. Nika arrives on the scene as well. Qingtian was just looking juicy. He was setting up for the team. Knock up onto Chris. The damage is there. Magnet Storm is not enough. And Yuakai grabs a double kill.
The game before really feels like Weibo have been over-forcing now, and the amount of damage on Doggo, Hacker, Yuakai is too much for them to contend with.
This is going to be at minimum 2 inhibitors. 5 seconds until Tarzan is back on the map. Ultra Prime still going strong. And this Hextech Soul has got so much value across the course of this game with the little bits of poke damage that are coming on through. Especially the game's in a bad spot if that is that like 500 damage burn comes on through.
The damage from that, damage from everything is going to give free entrance to Baron. I mean,
Doggo can't quite find his mark with his axes. Qingtian just walks towards the enemy. In the meantime, Yuakai started off Elder. He's just going to try and solo it.
The Pokos
comes out. Look at the damage coming out from Hacker. That is absurd.
Doggo
flashes into 4, cuts them to pieces. Breed desperately trying to escape, but this soup is in the base on top of everything else. Ultra Prime take a bow. This was gorgeous.
Oh, there was a bite, there was a snarl. I'm calling hacks. That combo is absolutely disgusting into the late game. They got the gold, they got the damage, they got the damn series.
I wasn't sure if we were going to see Sky Lasers into Dragon Lasers, but they don't even need it. Doggo flashes to finish the game. What a beautiful play. What a beautiful